Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Isaiah Hill, and I am back to play some more Back to the Future. I really am grateful that you guys are taking the time out of your day to watch this video, to watch my Let's Play, and it really means a lot to me. If you want to see more movie reviews, Let's Plays, be sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Just hit it as hard as you can. I mean, just hit it. I mean, if you want to leave a like, go ahead. If you don't want to leave a like, that's fine. And if you want me to do like any more, if you want me to do a game that you are familiar with, or if you want me to talk about a movie that you want me to review, or if you just want to say hi in the comments, by all means, I'll respond to them, I promise, and I'll let you know how I'm doing. But but there's one thing I want to ask you guys in the comments, is to comment how your day went, because I always ask in the description, I always say in the description, I hope you guys have a nice day. So without further ado, let's get started. We last left off with the DeLorean appearing,
Doc?
and Doc has disappeared. Love me some Dr. Pepper. This game overall is just so enjoyable, and I just love this game. Hey, it's Einstein.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
But yeah, guys, if you can't tell from my review of the Back to the Future trilogy how much I love these films. In this game itself, and look, even says 4 o'clock, and this game itself will also describe it, because I love this. Handheld tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're
And I
hearing
always
this
found this
recording,
kinda
then
cool.
the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these 4-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you've come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
And I like how
last time
they
departed,
do
last
this.
time departed. Oh, jeez.
And the time circuit
Come
is
on,
messed
come
up.
on. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
The shoe.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Alright, let's see if we can find Doc. Now, this is like where, if you have no idea what you're doing, you can either use a hint, but what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to... Well, actually, I want to go through this.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux
Because
capacitor
I like
and the
examining
DeLorean.
it, and I
I'd better make sure it
really
never
hope
falls
that
into
you
the wrong
guys
hands.
will
And by
enjoy
wrong
this.
hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Because this is funny.
Marty?
Ah! This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
And what you're supposed to do is, you're supposed to give this shoe to Einstein.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Sorry, some friends just got picked up
Okay, now
my
we're
neighbor-
getting somewhere.
in my neighborhood, so...
How's this supposed to
And
lead
so
me
they're
to
just ready
Doc,
to go out and
Einie?
have some fun tonight.
Starbase Zero. I hope Jimmy's fixed the Wild Gunman machine.
Wall Gutman.
I guess there's time for a quick game.
Alright, what's interesting here is in the PS3 version, you see him walk in, you see him play the game, but here, I don't know why they just did that. Maybe because they were
Okay, now I'm ready.
Maybe because they just forgot, I don't know. But,
A1 liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
it's...
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
It's interesting, like, how there are some things that are different from the PS3 version, but it's also interesting how much they
Step away from the
made
door.
better. Like, there's a lot more.
Now, let me get a look at you.
It doesn't look like everyone
Einstein,
is,
come on!
like, granite,
As I
but it looks
suspected.
so much better.
Hooligans.
And how they
Get
move.
along now. Scat.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a
And this
a
is,
teenager.
this begins one of the
Wasn't
many,
born yesterday, young man.
running,
Aren't
like,
you the
gags, I'm
miscreant
gonna
who
say, with
skateboards
this
through
game.
town
Because, like,
square
it's...
every morning
like how in all
between
3
8 and
movies it was,
8:30
well,
in
the
a
first 2 at least it was
decidedly
Slacker,
unpunctual manner?
but here it's
Yeah?
Hooligan.
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
E. Strickland. You aren't related
E.
to Vice
Strickland.
Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
not that it's any of your
Related
business,
to,
but I'm his
yeah,
sister,
Mr. Strickland.
Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't you?
McFly
Yes,
slackers.
What's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
And slacker is a term that I always like
A
to
shoe.
use
Now what would I want with a... Huh?
because it's
Stay there!
because it is more hurtful, but it seems childish at the same time. And it's interesting.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
This game might get uploaded quite regularly.
Took you long enough.
So
There's a lot of stairs.
To return
so
the
it's
shoe,
every day
I
you
mean.
should be
I
seeing
lost it
new Back to the
ages
Future
ago.
episode, I promise.
You can put it down next to the other
And
one.
now if you can see,
Much better. So neat.
if you notice all those
orderly.
newspapers,
Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward
it's
now.
No,
she's crazy,
All
like
I've
she's just
got is
obsessed,
tea and
like with
candy.
news.
But-
I'm
And you'll find out
sorry
why.
I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans.
9 out of 10 people in the
It's a
city are
fact.
hooligans.
Look it up.
That comes in handy for another trophy, and I believe in a later episode, like
Have a
towards
seat,
the end,
Sonny.
practically.
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You!
Got to turn on.
Spelled with
Yeah,
a
I
U!
forgot to turn on the
you
stove.
illiterate vandal!
I'm used to making tea like basically like in a coffee coffee maker in a
Einstein
way.
brought me that shoe from the past.
But I
when in
never
the
had
past?
to use a
What are
kettle.
these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little
Kind of
Gerald
towards the
out
line
of her
of when
clothes.
when that guy ever have hair?
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Miss Strickland?
Jack!
And now, when you talk to her, you're gonna find out a lot more, which is pretty cool.
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
And it's kind of interesting, like, with
That shoe over
Back
there.
to the Future, like, they ask questions, and
Oh, that shoe!
it's pretty
Hi,
cool, like,
what a
how they
nosy
do that.
Nelly.
Because
No
it
one
doesn't
likes
matter,
a
like, there's still
busybody,
questions
you
like,
know.
well, what did they do
But-
here, what did they
Oh,
do there?
fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
And now you know,
Speakeasy.
know
In
that
Hill Valley?
speakeasies in Hill
Don't
Valley.
act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley
But yeah,
since
guys,
the day it was founded.
Even if you don't subscribe, like, or comment, I am still entirely
Wow, a
grateful
speakeasy.
that you
That
guys
must have been
are
wild.
watching
Is
my
it true they used
videos.
to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
It's amazing,
Don't
and you guys
romanticize the
are
past,
amazing.
young man. Prohibition
And-
was a time when gangsters ruled the
And
town.
I'd just like to
Honest
thank
citizens quaked
my
in
2
their beds.
subscribers. How special you guys are. It's
What's with all these
unbelievable.
newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've
Personal
got every
archive.
issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
Every single issue. That's
1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley,
now
you'll
the thing
find it in
is,
my stacks.
you gotta go through like
So where was it?
all
That
like these
speakeasy that
things, and you
burned
gotta
down,
be
I mean.
careful
That
because
was ages ago.
Because, like, what you're
If
supposed to do
looking
is
for
you gotta find out
bootleg hooch,
where
No,
Speakeasy
I'm
was,
just curious, that's all.
why,
I'm
and like what
a student
happened.
of history.
Student of history, my Aunt
Student of
Fanny.
history.
Yeah, your generation of hooligans.
Like,
and
I love
slackers
history.
can do
History
two
was
right
my favorite
things
subject in
about
high school,
history.
other than
Miss
English.
Strickland?
Oh, video store.
And
Huh?
The speakeasy
And
used
I'm
to be
majoring,
hidden in
to be an
plain
accountant.
sight down there in the town square.
because I always
right
loved
where
numbers,
that
and I just find it,
disgusting
I always find it
videotape
amazing.
rental store
Just use basic
squats
algebra to
today.
find out like stuff like that.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on
Stargazing.
lower things. Is that?
Tiff,
Tiff Tannen.
get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing
Poor
that
Marty's
Kleenex
just there
on
like,
the
what is
ground.
going on?
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Valley video.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Need a date. Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you. Now, since you have all that information, oh yeah, the cat bowls. I think I would do it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
So, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to select the radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some
yes,
tea.
it actually
Don't
does
touch
sound
anything.
like a kettle. And while she's gone,
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his...
Carl
Carl
Sagan.
Sagan?
I believe that's a
Stop!
reference to
Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th,
of how Carl
1931.
Sagan
Jeez, I gotta
actually
rescue
liked
him.
Back to the Future Part 2. And yes, he is a renowned scientist, but
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my
But, like,
history
he-
out of order.
but of all the scientists that they
Do you know
chose,
how long it'll take to fix
it could have
what
been
you've done?
any of them.
Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
And no one pays any mind because she's practically just insane.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Dressed up for a Halloween party. Well, what we know is in May, so my work uniform is a costume for a school play. I want to say it's a work uniform.
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that.
Ooh.
You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Model
Ready to
T
go,
was like
Einstein?
a type of car because that's how he's dressed up. So
Time circuits?
Time circuits
On.
on.
Flux capacitor. Fluxy. Okay. If Doc's gonna
And-
get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up
And
the day before.
oh yeah, I forgot to mention
and get
in
him
the
out. I hope you know
Edna
what you're doing, Doc.
in Edna's apartment, if you select all the pictures, you get a trophy for finding out what happened to Marshall Strickland. Excuse me. And here's like where you get a trophy, like you go back in time. And what I really like about this is how they had Bob Gale as consultant on this, and it's so cool, like to see him be involved, like with this. And him and Zemeckis have said that they are never going to do another Back to like Future movie. And I believe they also own the rights to it. And I always find this really cool, like how they had a run-in with the mob and a police officer, so during a chase. Now time for the Christmas stuff. And that plays a key role in the game. Hill Valley 2 miles away. I always like that because it reminds me of the. I always like that because it reminds me of the first movie. Like, I love Back to the Future. The animated series, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen much of, but I have seen a good bit of it.
Einstein.
But like,
Where'd you
I
go now,
only
boy?
seen it like very few times. Like when it would come on TV. There used to be a channel called The Hub that used to be on DirecTV. I don't know if it's still on there, but it had like shows like Family Ties, Game Night, like all these shows, and even I believe Back to the Future was on it for a bit, and it was really cool to see that. And Hill Valley in 1931. Wouldn't be Back to the Future without someone almost getting hit by a car. Or Marty's technically been nearly hit by everything. He's been nearly hit by a car. He's been nearly hit by
Young man, excuse me, young man.
motorcycle.
Ooh, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm
And
looking for a
he's
man in the
been
street reaction.
nearly hit by
Naturally, you know about the explosion that
a buggy.
destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about
Stagecoach,
it,
not
yeah.
buggy.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who
Sorry about the
single-handedly
train,
did
guys.
what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I know, Doc. I'm a supporter.
Mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go,
Go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Alright,
Yeah,
no, the names
it's-
are amazing. Sonny Crockett, I believe, is from, like, Miami Vice. I could be wrong. Harry Callahan's Dirty Harry. Michael Corleone's The Godfather. I never liked the name Sonny Crockett. Actually, I'm gonna flip a coin for this. Heads will be Harry Callahan, tails will be Michael Corleone. Alright, Harry Callahan.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
And Edna Strickland.
I know, I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Alright, before I end it, I'm gonna take you guys, around the town real quick. And I'll end it, right before... Oh, you can't go that way. And I'll end it right before...
Wow,
we meet
looks
Doc.
like they used a real shark. Majestic arms. Transients welcome. I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Wait, let me see. We have gum.
I don't need anything in there, and I don't have any money.
And here it is.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that? Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June.
Oh yeah, if you hold down R2, you can see like what you can select. Right after I get in here, I'm going to show you what's on that sign.
No solicitors!
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine.
This
Attorneys at law.
This is a reference
solicitors.
to the Back to the Future creators, and I remember what this is called. It's called Hi Bob, and Bob Gale, Bob Zemeckis, and Fine. I believe that was a reference to Larry Fine. I don't know, or Bob Fine. I don't know, but that's really cool. That's a nice Easter egg they have.
Bank of Italy?
Bank of Italy.
Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation. Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
And this will be the last thing I show you guys.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Doc.
And this is where you meet Doc. I might as well continue it because then I know it would automatically
Doc.
start.
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
I'm sorry, just hearing Christopher Lloyd in this
Why don't we
is
tell the
amazing.
authorities?
Oh yeah,
Tell
and
them
I
what?
am
That
so
my friend
sorry
in the future has proof
for
that I'll be murdered tomorrow. They'd ship us both
like the
off to
audio.
loony bin.
I am so
And
new to
trust
this,
me,
but
you don't want to see the inside of a
thankfully
1931 insane
someone
asylum.
gave me advice, and
Why don't
that's
I
actually
take the
why the
DeLorean,
subtitles are
go
on.
back in time before you were arrested.
It's
and
because
stop you
like
from
actually
getting
the
caught in
sound is
first place.
completely off.
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust
And
incarceration, the events that sent you into the
that
past
so it
might
doesn't
never
echo,
happen,
and I didn't
resulting
mean
in a
to
paradox
make it
of
echo, but
continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes,
but I
Doc. You're
usually,
already talking
but
about
I'm
the end
so
of the
new to
universe.
this. But I thank
I
that
missed
person's
that.
advice, and I
Don't be
hope it comes
ridiculous,
out well.
Marty.
Let
I
me
was
know
only
in the
referring
comments
to
if
the
it
end of the
did.
universe as we know it.
Why don't we
Let's
try
make
to
a
tough
stand.
it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to
talk
the
to the
gangsters.
gangsters.
Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Excuse me.
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
Like, I don't know
lost
if
me,
you guys
Doc.
noticed, it kind of
A
went
few
through
months
kind
ago,
of
my
fast.
17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a
But you
rocket-powered
do,
drill. I abandoned the project after I never
think
heard
it's
back from
double
the patent
visions
office, but the prototype
where you
should be
see
nearly
young
complete.
Doc.
Great, I'll
But
just run
this
back
like
to
where
your
you're gonna
lab.
meet him.
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc.
And this game is
You want
rated
me
T
to
for
convince your
teens.
1931
So, but
self
to me this
build
would be
a
okay for someone
rocket-powered drill
who's
to break you
like
out of jail?
preteen,
Precisely.
because this is a game like
Won't talking to yourself
that
cause,
I believe people
irreparable
could just
damage to
play.
the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
The cop from the chase.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
And that's where I'm going to end it, guys. I'm going to go right to the door of the soup kitchen. That's where I'll end, and it won't start up. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you wish to see more of the Let's Play or my movie reviews, subscribe. If you want to talk to me about anything, I'll reply. If you want me to review a movie, if you want me to talk about a game, or if you want me to play the game, I will. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Isaiah Hill. I hope you guys are having a great day, and signing off.